The world we view looks like it's just a reflection of what we think and what we want. Let's suppose you want a particular job with certain amount of salary, environment, company, place and all sorts of criteria. You then start looking for those particular jobs, apply when they show up or are posted online. So first you set up your mind to what you want and never having to think about you're looking for those jobs and applying when you knew they met your criteria. What does this reflect? Everything that you're looking for, you have had already made up your mind at certain point, whether you did consciously or unconsciously, knowingly or unknowingly, or whether with awareness or without awareness. So it means everything that you are up to now, you have already made up your mind for everything that exists. So everything that you've decided about this world, the way you look at this world, the way you perceive this world, everything is coming from a place of your mindset. So that means you're literally reflecting what you've learned throughout your life and projecting out into the world. Does that mean the world is just your perception and just not the actual reality? You may be just looking at the world through the red glasses you're wearing. Maybe change the glasses and you change the outlook on world, change your perception, change the way you used to think. It's a question mark. Why? It's something to ponder about, and I believe we all should. Likewise, if we are looking for something, we must be first setting our mind to it. So everything that we want begins in our mind. Everything that we want will first show up in our minds. So if we want to achieve anything in life, first we should set it up in our mind. Think about it, rationalize it, and assure our mind it's what we want. And lo and behold, our mind starts looking for it. The more we look, the more we get closer to it. The more knowledge we gain, the more we understand. So every desire in your heart, big or small, the one that's from the heart, that drives you, that excites you, that you feel like is your purpose, that you absolutely need in your life, must first show up in your mind. So what we imprint in our mind, we start looking for it, and we'll find ourselves moving in that direction to find it, achieve it, manifest it. The perception of the world we have comes from the knowledge we have gathered in our lives or the experiences we had before that are similar to the current situation. So everyone has different knowledge about this world. The way they view is different from ours, as we have all perceived the world in our own way. So we are not looking the world for as it is, but with our perception that we have built over the time. Meaning a person with one set of perception views the world entirely different than other person with different set of perception. So then, we are not looking the world as it is, but only merely projecting what we know and have understood in our mind. Our eyes are just to see the world of its worldly things. All else comes from mind. So is everything that we look for just a mere illusion rather than a reality? So what's a reality? Well, Buddhism, spirituality teaches us when we observe the world as it is by putting our perceptions aside, we then come to know the reality. We are the observer, the awareness that is observing the world. So the truth will keep on unfolding once we start to observe. Every time we are aware of how our thoughts are casting shadows on the world, we remind ourselves that it's not the reality as it is, but just our perception, and we have now a chance to change the perception. Well, at Jain, spirituality teaches us life is all about learning and then unlearning. We observe and learn and the new reality, truth, and will unlearn by letting go or replace the old beliefs with new understanding. It's a continuous process. We cannot run away from it, even if we want to. All we can do is learn and grow and unlearn. This is basically why we're in this earth, in the human form. Once you accept this truth, life begins to be easier, and over time it gets easier and easier, and you get closer to more and more truths. Spirituality is all about knowing the truth. Once you know the truth through observing and awareness, it becomes a part of you, and your growth and letting go of your old self becomes easier. It may not be easy, but this is the most beautiful process, profoundly liberating experience we can ever experience in our lives.